Welcome back to Daily AI News at Let's Data Science. It's 2026 0630. Today, we're diving into some pivotal developments from the future of machine intelligence to major product launches. Let's get to it. Our top story is a significant research milestone in medical AI. A paper published on Nature introduces FedFound, a federated foundation model for lifespan brain morphological connectome analysis. According to the paper, the model was trained across heterogeneous neuroimaging datasets covering 22,911 subjects, ranging in age from 0 to 100 years. Rather than centralizing raw MRI data, FedFound combines self-supervised pre-training with supervised federated disease-specific refinement, allowing participating institutions to collaborate while keeping data local. The reported evaluations span 9 diagnostic tasks across neurodevelopmental, neuropsychiatric, and neurodegenerative disorders. The authors state that FedFound achieved superior performance and interpretability while identifying both shared and disorder-specific brain morphology patterns. For AI practitioners, the technical shift is notable because the model operates on structural MRI-derived morphological connectomes instead of voxel-level images. That changes the modeling problem toward graph-based representations and federated optimization. While the paper is an unedited pre-publication manuscript and does not claim clinical deployment or regulatory clearance, it highlights a practical direction for privacy-preserving foundation models in healthcare. Researchers will be watching closely for released model weights, graph encoder details, and replication studies on external clinical cohorts. Our second story comes from Meta, which has unveiled Brain2 Keyword EV2, a non-invasive brain-to-text decoding pipeline based on magnetoencephalography, or MEG. Meta reports training the system on approximately 22,000 sentences collected from 9 volunteers, each contributing roughly 10 hours of recordings while typing. The company says the end-to-end system combines deep learning with fine-tuned large language models and AI agent-assisted configuration search. According to Meta, participant-specific models achieved an average word accuracy of 61%, with the best participant reaching 78%. That compares with roughly 8% reported for earlier non-invasive approaches. Meta has also released the training code and dataset as open source, making the work reproducible for other researchers. It's important to note that the experiments involve typed sentences in controlled laboratory conditions and participant-specific models rather than broad cross-user deployment. Even so, the reported improvement suggests that combining language model priors with neural recordings can substantially improve decoding quality. Future work will need to address larger participant groups, cross-subject generalization, portable sensing hardware, and real-time operation outside laboratory settings. Our third story highlights an increasingly important constraint across the AI industry: compute availability. Financial Times reporting says Google limited Meta's access to Gemini AI models because it could not provide the computing capacity Meta wanted to purchase. According to the reporting, Google informed Meta around March that it could not meet the requested capacity, delaying some of Meta's internal AI projects. The restrictions reportedly affected multiple Google customers, not just Meta. The response inside Meta reportedly included encouraging employees to use AI tokens more efficiently and shifting additional workloads to its internal Muse Spark model. The broader lesson extends well beyond these two companies. Even organizations operating at hyperscale are encountering infrastructure bottlenecks. For engineering teams, capacity planning, multi-model strategies, and token efficiency are becoming strategic considerations alongside model quality. The competitive landscape is increasingly shaped not only by who builds the strongest models, but by who can reliably access the compute needed to run them. Our fourth top story focuses on security. Reuters reports that Apple is accelerating the release of security updates instead of waiting to bundle fixes into the planned iOS 26.6 release. Apple told Reuters the goal is to reduce the time between vulnerability disclosure and users receiving patches because artificial intelligence can speed the development of malicious hacking tools. The company also said there is no evidence that the newly patched vulnerabilities had been exploited. For developers, security teams, and enterprise administrators, faster operating system updates mean patch management, becomes even more operationally important. Organizations may need tighter testing, deployment automation, and monitoring to keep pace with shorter release cycles while maintaining application compatibility. Now, for a few other key updates in our lightning round. OpenAI published research on the rise of agentic workflows through Codex. According to the company's economic research paper, Codex now accounts for 99.8% of weekly output tokens inside OpenAI, while the average employee generates more than 85% of output tokens with the tool. The paper also reports a 137-fold increase in non-developer individual users since August 2025. These figures come from OpenAI's own usage data, so independent validation will be worth watching, but they reinforce the industry's shift from short chatbot interactions toward long-running AI agents. A CSET Georgetown report and Defense News coverage continue to document China's expansion of military AI capabilities. Analysis of thousands of People's Liberation Army procurement documents shows growing investment in decision support, sensor fusion, surveillance, cyber operations, and autonomous systems, often with rapid 3 to 6 month prototyping cycles. Analysts still assess that the United States retains an overall AI advantage, although some observers argue China may be ahead in drone swarm AI. Wired reports that contractors working for Meta allegedly posed as underage users to test rival chatbots, including ChatGPT, Gemini, and Character AI. According to the reporting, the project involved tens of thousands of prompts covering sensitive topics such as suicide, drugs, and eating disorders. The story raises governance and data handling questions around large-scale safety testing performed by third-party contractors. Taiwanese authorities reportedly raided Supermicro computer offices as part of an investigation into alleged NVIDIA AI chip smuggling to China. Bloomberg reports the company is cooperating with investigators and has not been charged. The case underscores how export control enforcement is becoming an operational consideration for AI hardware procurement and supply chains. Japan announced major support for domestic AI development through its Ministry of Economy, Trade, and Industry. The reported package includes JPY 387.3 billion for a domestic multimodal foundation model focused on physical AI for robotics, alongside up to JPY 72.5 billion in GPU cloud infrastructure subsidies. Participants include SoftBank, Preferred Networks, and support from AIST, reflecting a coordinated push to strengthen local AI capabilities. Finally, hardware procurement remains under pressure as reporting highlights continued DRAM shortages and pricing concerns. Industry commentary points to stronger incentives for suppliers to prioritize data center customers, while separate legal allegations involving Samsung, SK Hynix, and Micron continue to draw attention to memory market dynamics. For organizations building on-premises AI systems, memory availability remains an important cost factor. And that's your AI briefing for today. The landscape is moving faster than ever, and we'll be here to track it with you. For more insights, visit us at letsdatascience.com. Thanks for tuning in, stay curious, and we'll be back tomorrow with the latest in AI.